Hey, kinfolk, it's Derek from Keeping It Neat, Executive Bourbon Steward.
And I'm Nick, certified
I
bartender.
didn't think he was going to know what he was there for a second, folks. But
no, I thought you stumbled a little bit. I was like,
I did. Well, I don't know. I came out of the gates a little weird. I'm not going to lie to you. It was a little off. I'm not sure. But so me and Nick, we have, we're the same but different. What have you noticed about the show so far that may be same but different if we look around? I'm not sure, No, it's not because I've got a cool breeze blowing across my chest and pointing at you right now.
No, it's not my incredible sunburn
I
got today.
Super sunburn he's got going on, but maybe there's a little something there people should pay attention to if they're here yet. We got a couple. We got 3 in right now. Got some comments going on. Let's see who we got. We got James Fitch. Hello, James. Welcome aboard. People are coming on right now. Same haircut. Yeah, it's the same haircut, James. We got nothing going on there with that. He's still sporting his locks, evidently. Barbers haven't opened in his neck of the woods yet,
They have.
Darren, hello. From West Palm Beach. Hello, Darren.
Hey, Darren.
But yeah,
living the life. I'm waiting for that hot tub pick.
hot tub. Waiting for it. I like it. But yeah, so tonight what we're going to be hitting you with a little Jack Attack Live, folks. That's what we got. We got the Jack Attack Live. That's right. I have to show it because I put so much work into this thing. You know what I mean? But sometimes you got to show off what you do, and I did this. So
yeah,
I was going to do music and all that, and I'm like, you know what? I really want to take the hit for that. So
yeah.
No,
we would definitely be flagged immediately.
Yeah, I don't want to get flagged, So that's enough copyright stealing, I think, for one night that I already did, but you can't really tell. So we worked it out. That could be any giant boat. And his dad. That was Richard Marano. Richard is his name. He actually he just signed up for Keeping It Neat. Approved him a second ago. Come on, tell your dad to just hit up on the Keeping It Neat. Tell him to make a comment. Yeah, that's fine. Because I know he was in there because I saw his name before. I'm scrolling through.
All right, so we got Bill, Tracy, Michael. Jack selects on his top shelf. Very nice.
Richard Marano's official.
Richard.
Got
very
Michael
nice.
Ayles is in. Did you get that?
Yep. So if you don't know the deal, make sure to comment something below. Let us know what you're sipping. Let us know if you're sipping along with us in the Jack Attack tonight, where we'll be doing Jack Daniels, Gentleman Jack, and Jack Daniels single barrel. And if you comment, you get entered into a fun little raffle. So.
Yes. And for tonight's little drawing that we'll be doing is the first place or the grand prize winner of tonight's raffle. And why isn't my mouse working right now? This is distressing. Will win a 375 milliliter bottle of the Gentleman Jack. And on top of that, you will get your choice of a amazing new Keeping It Neat t-shirt. That's right. That will be yep. So you'll get that. We have them in red, limited sizes available, unfortunately, right now. These are like a prototype run that we did. Still we're going to be going to an actual screen printer. I got these online because I just wanted some really quick, really fast. So we got these ordered, but we have some extras. So I have like double extra large. I have an extra large. So we have red and black. The black one has obviously the Keeping It Neat on the front, and on the back we got little kinfolk action there.
Little kinfolk action.
Woo! There you go. So yeah, so we got those going on tonight too. So that'll be available in the drawing. And then for our second place runner up, we have a 200 milliliter bottle of the regular Jack Daniels.
Nice.
For the runner-up prize. So, we got a couple of things going on tonight, and waiting a couple more minutes to bring everyone in. And again, make sure you comment in the comments. Also, we are using StreamYard. Make sure you hit that little permissions button that's right above this live stream right now if you're on our Facebook channel. Hit that so that you can follow all the directions there. It just gives the permission so that we can see your comments with your name rather than it just saying, like how I see it here is, if you don't do that, is Facebook user. So if you would please do that. You can do it right now while we're waiting. Nothing will be lost, I promise you. So who else? Anybody else? Let's see. Double checking so far.
I'm gonna prep my Jack.
So, yep. So we got some decent Jack Daniels here. You know, we go from the very basic up to the single barrel select, which we do have right here. A little single barrel select that we'll be doing at some point tonight, also giving that a little whirl. But so we've got all the Jack Daniels. Well, actually not, because they also have the select barrel rye. They have the select barrel strength, which I do have too. But I have both of those also. But tonight, we just kind of stick with the regular Jacks right there. So the single barrel select will be coming up also tonight on this for our review. But as we're waiting for everyone to come in, what I'm going to do is going to say that we'll be back here in actually about 10 seconds. And we're back. Like I said, about 8.5, maybe 9 seconds. I'm not sure. I haven't counted it. I thought that's what it was when I did it on the computer. When I edited it, but who knows? It's close enough. We'll get to it. But so what's everyone? Does everyone have their Jack Daniels ready for tonight? I mean, when me and Nick were thinking about it, we thought Jack Daniels, that's a fairly easy to find whiskey that everyone might have already at their bar, you know, to do the sip along. So we supplied Nick with all his alcohol for this evening. He's got his ready to go. I actually got to pour out my first one, actually, sir, before we begin.
I just did that one right as we were in the little commercial thing. I started pouring. So
let's see here. What's this? Next will be Tony. We're not going to ever members only jackets. That was a good thing back then. And if you had one, you were the only member. So,
like the Masters, like a beautiful jacket, like a suit jacket,
like that. I think maybe we'll have members only stuff. You have to, every time we do a live, you're gonna have to sport your either kinfolk shirt or something like that, or we're gonna cut you out. I'll just block you from the live streams. That's what we're gonna do from now on. So eventually, when we get bigger, we got a big boy. Bill's got the big boy bottle. He's got his 1.75 liter Jack Daniels. He's gonna be sipping out of tonight. Yeah, that's intense. That you really like some Jack when you go for the big bottle.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any 1.75s, honestly. I think everything I buy is the 750s. Pretty much that, or the 375s if we're doing them, depending on what we're doing and how much we're going to be drinking of it and getting back to it, I guess, really. But for the most part, I mean, I've always said, buy small, make sure you like it before you invest in the big bottles. So that's pretty much why I do that a lot of times when I am doing it. But where are we at right now? We got 12 people in here. Brian Texera's in. All right. What's that?
Did you read his comment?
No, I did not. What do we got? What did he say? Do you have any schmediums? I don't work out just to wear smaller size shirts. Listen, pal, you want a schmedium? We ain't got no schmediums. We got an extra large. You can tie it in a knot in the back if you want to tighten it up a little bit. Bring in the sleeves. We'll send you to. I'm sure you have a seamstress. You can pull in the sleeves so your arms look bigger. All the tricks. I know all the tricks that you use, pal. Oh, my goodness. It was a gift, Bill. Okay. Bill's bottle was a gift. Actually, I had one person that when they had purchased one of the Chug Jug cans from me, I specifically said that it would only fit a 750 milliliter bottle, similar size to a Jack Daniels bottle in there. And they contacted me and asked me, said, oh, the bottle doesn't fit. And I said, bottle doesn't fit. I thought maybe I screwed up with the sizing when I made it too small, so it wouldn't even fit the 750. But I usually test fit and make sure everything works out right. But they were trying to get in a 1.75 liter bottle, which will not work with that at all. So the old design, that would not work. And I told her, I said, well, you got to, either you can give them the 175 as a side gift, or you have to go buy a 750 if you want it to fit. So that was my only 175 that I have ever had a problem with actually for that. But what do you got? Was that your sniffing kit? What do you got there, buddy?
Yeah, I was trying to make sure my sniffing kit was all ready to go and trying to place it on the chair next to me.
All right. Well, we got Bourbon Babe Becca with us tonight. She's working the magical wheel for later on, keeping track of everyone that's commenting, making our comments here because I can't do it. I try, but it becomes more and more difficult for me. As the more people that respond and make them, I lose track, especially when we're doing the sipping. So I need a third party here. Nick's got his end of the stuff that he does. But so are you ready to get into this, bud? You want to rip into it? Because we got a couple to get through, and we got some cocktails we're making later too. So, sir, are you ready to whiskey?
Ready and able, my friend. Unreal.
Dude, I don't know how many times we're gonna have to do that till you get it, but
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
eventually we'll. Now, Jack Daniels is a fairly well found. I mean, that whiskey you can find pretty much anywhere. And honestly, I have like zero experience with it. I don't think I've ever really drank it anywhere. It's not something that I really order when I'm out. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever had a Jack and Coke in my life. So it's a little different. So this is like really a first time trying a Jack for me. Well, actually, we can't say it because we did do the single barrel, I think, on...
yeah, we did the single barrel once.
We did the single, but we have not done the regular Jack yet. Or the gentleman Jack. Now, hello from a Christian at first timer. Who is that?
Michael Callis?
Mike Kalis. Oh, Kalis. Okay. Hello, Mike. Thank you, sir. Commenting. We got you down. You are entered into the drawing for later. Oh, that's got a nice nose, dude.
Yeah, it does.
It's got like a brown sugar, caramel, vanilla.
Yeah.
Going on there. You got a little slight oak in the background, but there's like a super sweet note in there too.
There is a sweet note. I was like, is it apple?
Ooh, that is actually, it is like a fruity sweet note. So it could be the apple going on there.
I'm getting some maltiness.
Okay. Now, Jack Daniels, if you don't know, it technically meets all the qualifications to be a bourbon. It's got the 51% corn. It's made in America, new oak, everything like that falls under the 6 rules to be a bourbon. But they add one more step to it. They filter it through maple charcoal before they barrel it, and that takes it out of the category of bourbon. Technically, don't get into the argument over it. Is it bourbon or is it not bourbon? Technically, yes, it is, but that takes it technically out of the category, which goes through that Lincoln County process. I've been into many arguments on this online with people over it because they're adamant about it. They're going that through the TBB that this is registered as a bourbon. Yes, it's a bourbon up until they put it through that maple charcoal. So it's got that maple charcoal filtering that they do, which is adds another layer of flavor to it when they do it. It's also taken out a lot of the impurities that's going on that may be in there, and it adds a different flavor. It's got a great nose, though. But, I mean, one of the things that everyone says is, like, when you smell Jack, you know you're drinking Jack. You know it's a Jack. Yeah, dude. I think
you do if somebody pours it as a shot. But, again, like, when I have Jack, that's what I'm used to. I've never really sat there and sipped Jack Daniels, just like I never sat and sipped Jameson before either. The same sort of way. I feel like it's a different realm. So, we got some people talking.
Yeah, we got some people there. We got
Rick.
Rick's in. Yep, Rick just joined us.
Rick's here. Tony.
Oh, Karen Lavelli, she's in. Hello, Karen.
Hello.
I missed her there on the links when I was going through.
In case you haven't, you're tuning in a little late. We're starting with the Jack Daniels right now. We're about to sip it and do the old Kentucky swig. Switch it around for 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Imagine.
I'm gonna say, actually, what I will do this time is, if you actually want to do the real Kentucky Chew, what I will do is I will play our intro, and at the end of the intro, so we're gonna start it, put the whiskey in our mouths.
Okay.
We'll do it, and then at the end, when we come back, you can swallow it then, and that will be the end of your Kentucky Chew. That's about 8 seconds long. So everyone, let's drink it, put it in your mouth, and then I'm going to hit the intro. When we come back, we'll be able to swallow it. Ready? Go. Ooh.
That's Jack, all right.
Yeah. Getting a little bit of that oakiness in the background on that. It's like a maltiness to it, too, I'm getting.
Yeah, and a lot of spice.
Yeah.
And everything not nice about my college days.
Yeah, there's a little spice going on there. But now you've acclimated your taste buds for the next sip that you take, where you won't get a lot of that burn that you may have gotten on that first one, especially if you're newer to whiskey. But that's how long it takes roughly is, for that Kentucky Chew to do that the right way. It takes about 8 seconds, and you're just switching it back and forth, coating your tongue, trying to get it all over in the inside of your mouth.
This, man, this brings me right back to college. This is wild.
Oh, Richard Morano. It's his new mouthwash. He's going to start using JD. There's also I want to say it's not a sweet note in there on the tongue. It's in the back. It's like a sour note almost that comes through.
I'm getting a harsh tobacco on the back.
Okay.
I feel like I need to spit.
Oh wow.
Old Western spit.
Yeah. So those just joining, we were doing it earlier. We were saying what's different between, about me and Nick right now. We just have our shirts. We've got a couple of Keeping It Neat shirts in. We're going to be doing one of these for one of the drawings later with a bottle of Gentleman Jack. So that will be part of the giveaway. We'll have available because I have limited sizes here. I didn't really go crazy with it. We have some double X's and extra large in the red and in the black. The difference between the red and the black, the red just has the Keeping It Neat on the front because they wouldn't, for whatever reason, I couldn't order it with the printing on the back. But the black shirts have, where is it? There it is. On the front and on the back, we got a little bit of the kinfolk. So you got a little kinfolk going on with Abel, the armadillo on the back there. And it asks you, are you ready to whiskey? So
nice.
Who's at the dinner table? See, that's the problem here. I can't see every comment. It's upsetting.
That's the Michael guy from Acushnet.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else you're getting off the palate there, sir? And you are right, Darren. It is a sour mash. Now, the sour mash itself doesn't mean that the whiskey will taste sour. All that is that some of the stillage from the batch before is pulled back, and they use it to start their next batch. That's just adding some congeners and stuff like that to the newer batch from the original batch. So they're always putting something back into the newest batches. So that's all when you see sour mash or sweet mash is they do a new batch every time. They're not using any of the stillage from the previous run. When you hear sour mash means they're taking stillage, which is the leftovers from the beginning run, and they put that into the new run. So you're getting some of the flavors and some of the stuff like that is coming over from that. So it's really not anything has to do with sour.
I was getting a little bit of a nuttiness in the back palate with almost a citrus note too, almost like an orange zest kind of ness.
Okay.
And I just add a little H2O to see if I like it.
All right. Little H2O. Where's my H2O dropper? What did I do with that? There it is. I found it. Don't worry.
See, the nose smells a lot better and a lot different than the way I remember the taste is. And then when I taste it, I'm like, yep, you're Jack. You're everything I remember. But the nose doesn't smell like Jack for some reason.
Okay. I will take your college professional word for it. Kind of brought out a brown sugar note and more oakiness to it. That's all I'm really opening up for me. And that sour note, whatever I'm getting in that, it just keeps coming up even more with the water for me. And I don't know what that sour, and I don't know what it is. I can't put a name to it.
Guava fruit or a grapefruit.
It's something. It's it's just a sour note that I'm getting out of it. And going back to my bottle now to pour a little bit more out. To see, but we're working our way through. But anybody else have any notes that they're getting? If they're sipping their Jack Daniels right now, something that they may be getting out of it, put it down in the comments. Let us know what you're getting out of your Jack Daniels right now. If it's similar, or if you're getting a different note, there's no wrong answer, honestly. Whatever you're saying you're getting is what you're getting. Me and Nick can't tell you're not.
And I think that keep in mind, if you comment, you get entered into the amazing raffle later.
Darren wants to know, did you really drink Jack for the taste in college? Did you like the way it tasted?
That's a great point. No, I did not.
When you were an aficionado back in college, when you're like, let's get some Jack because I really love the flavor.
No, I was no
in a shot glass and lasts all of a second.
Yeah, no cordyceps.
Really savoring it with every shot.
see me sitting in like you see me sitting in my fraternity house.
Guys, slow down. Stop chugging it. Just look at it and take it. Try the nose.
You guys, take a seat, please.
Easy, you savages.
My buddy Matt, he was in my fraternity with me. He's in here. I really wish he'd comment about that. Good times.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's like just getting that sour note again. And it's like I'm getting the brown sugar. There's a fruit note in there, too, that I'm still getting in the back, and that oak. That's pretty much everything that's coming through on it.
I was going to say, ever since we added the water, that's really the big push. And then I think it's got a little bit of a back tone of like a nutty caramel. So, but I'm ready to move on.
All right, well, let's check the notes on it. I'll read the notes, see what we're supposed to be getting.
Oh, I forgot we were doing notes.
Yeah, I got notes, buddy. We're a professional show here. I don't know if you knew that. Oh, yeah, that's what we do.
Cool, because I'll mute and eat a cookie. A cracker.
We also have a cocktail. We did not really a cocktail. It's like a little treat using the Coca-Cola gummies here. These are organic bio ones. These are the ones. Yeah, there they are right there. So the little Coca-Cola ones, and we soaked them in Jack Daniels. Can't take any credit for that. That was from the Tipsy Bartender, but
we'll be trying these for you later tonight.
We'll be trying these for you to see if they're worthwhile on doing or what. I mean, it's a cute little thing. It works out. It's a little snack you can pass around at a party and get.
I love gummies. Like I'm a wicked gummy person, so this is right up my alley. When you guys were like, by the way, we have something, I was like, oh nice.
Nice. Yes, that is good. So, all right, back to the Mr.
And I will still Sadie Sour Patch, but I resisted.
Oh, I've got a question because we actually covered it in one of our talks. If someone put in the comment, if you were paying attention to any of our episodes from YouTube, which you should join if you have not yet to watch all of our regular episodes that we put out weekly, but put down below how Jack Daniels died if you actually know it. If you remember it from the episode, I discussed it. What's that?
No Googling.
No Googling. If you remember it from your memory on how, or if you just know because you know the story on how Jack Daniels did die, but explain to us, just put in the comments how he died or what he died from, I should say. But, okay, so Jack Daniels, 80 proof, 40% alcohol, no age statement. The mash bill is the same for all of their regular Jack Daniels, except for their rye. Obviously, it'll be a higher rye bill. But for the mash bill for this is 80% corn, which is a really high corn bill, 8% rye, and 12% malted barley on this. It's Jack Daniels is the distillery. The parent company is Brown-Forman. It says mellow drop by drop through 10 feet of sugar maple charcoal, then matured in handcrafted barrels of our own making. And our Tennessee whiskey doesn't follow a calendar. It's only ready when our tasters say it is. So whenever their batch is ready, that's, they're constantly trying it, tasting it. They say it's ready. That's when they pour it. So it could be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 8 years. It's whenever that batch is ready to go. We judge it by the way it looks, by its aroma, and of course the way it tastes. It's how Jack Daniels himself did it over a century ago and how they still do it today. Okay. The appearance says it's a dark caramel. Okay, we're going to go through all the different colors that could possibly be. That's dark caramel, evidently. Now, I got these notes. Jack Daniel's site didn't really have any good ones, so I got this off of Whiskey Jug. Did the notes on this one. The second you're sniffing Jack, you're sniffing Jack. There is a very strong astringent Jack spice that comes up first and foremost. Under that strong, ambiguous spice are hints of oily charcoal, maple, brown sugar, wood, some soft, sweet grains, and an overripe citrus.
I mentioned like a citrus, but I think you're right. They said sweet grain.
They said some soft, sweet grains.
So maybe that's instead of the fruit note. That's kind of where we're getting it.
It says the overripe citrus, but I mean, this is what they got. So, I mean, like I said, the Jack Daniels thing, they really didn't have a lot going on for it as far as notes go. On the palate, it says a strong medicinal caramel followed by some soot and burnt toffee. There are also some notes of imitation vanilla, burnt cherry pie, and a slight yeastiness to it that reminds them of the Jim Beam White Label. Overall, there was a strange chemically taste that runs through the whole thing. On the rocks, it tightens up and brings out a bit more of the caramel. On the finish, caramel syrup fades to corn and oily wood. The aftertaste sticks around for quite a while, giving it a very long finish. Maybe that's I'm getting like that. Maybe that's that sour note I said I was getting. Maybe that's more of that chemically thing that they're
That's
talking
what I
about.
was wondering too. Yeah, that like just that classic. People are like, oh, that's that classic Jack side of it.
It's
I
all
think
the
that's what you're
chemicals.
getting out of it.
But maybe that is it. Maybe that's that sour note I was saying I was hitting on with that. So, Bill.
All right.
Oh,
So,
there you go. Bill says, died from blood poisoning and cheat. I don't know what cheat is.
He didn't cheat. He clarifies in the next one.
Oh. All right, I got you what you meant. So he did not cheat. He knew it. You're absolutely right. He died from blood poisoning. Basically, if you don't know the story of Jack Daniels went into work one early morning to get in and get some office work done. He went to his safe to try to open it up, but he, for whatever reason, forgot the combination. He couldn't get it, tried it several hundred times, I guess. Then ended up, in frustration, he kicked the safe and broke his toe. Well, over the course of time, due to breaking his toe, we're talking hundreds of years ago, infection set in. So basically what happened was they had to cut his big toe off. Then they had to cut his foot off. Then they had to cut his leg off from the knee down. Then I believe it was from the thigh down. And eventually he died from blood poisoning. He had blood poisoning, and that's what eventually killed him. But all taking a safe out of frustration. So I'm sure there's a moral to that story. I don't know what it is, but don't kick safe.
he's drinking. Drink instead of rage.
Yes, I guess maybe he should have hit his whiskey, but I mean, that's a tough way to go, You're working in the morning trying to get your office work done, and you break your toe and then you die. And I mean, it wasn't like it was fast either. It was over the course of a year that they slowly started chopping away this poor man's limb here, working their way up his leg till, the gangrene and the blood poisoning basically did him in. So, all right, pouring out my Gentleman Jack now. We're going to be getting to the Gentleman Jack.
Mm-hmm. If you haven't yet, make sure to comment below. Let us know what you're drinking, or if you're drinking this along with us, in the notes you're getting, because that gets you inside of the entry, which Derek, you said is what tonight? We said first person gets a bottle, right? Derek, what's the first giveaway tonight?
First giveaway tonight is going to be it's going to be the shirt and a 375 milliliter bottle of the Gentleman Jack. That'll be all combined. The second drawing for the runner up will be a 200 milliliter bottle of the regular Jack Daniels. That's the second. So we have two prizes that we're giving away tonight. Let me see here. I get Tony asked a question here too. What is it? Who was it that was bit by a snake? I don't know. Or was that the rumor of that how he died? I'm sure it was more of a rumor. That's how he died. He was bit by a snake wrestling it out of a vat of whiskey or something like that. Maybe I don't know. It's a lot better than saying you died because you were foolish and kicked a safe.
Wow. Did you throw up Bill's comment?
Who? Bill?
Yeah.
He worked for a grain company in Indiana growing up and was supplied corn to Jack Daniels. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's a lot of corn's got to go to those things. And Rick said, Chuck Norris, the snake died after it bit Chuck Norris. I love good Chuck Norris jokes. Those are always great.
All right, you ready to get into this?
Let's get into this one, my friend. You ready to whiskey?
I'm ready and able.
Let's go. Perfect.
Did it.
You did it this time. It's amazing.
Ooh, okay. I used to love Gentleman Jack. I haven't had it in years.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
That's an absolute fact, Rick. Snake bit Chuck Norris and died a day later, miserably.
I'm getting like a chocolate-covered cherry.
Okay. It's similar to me as the regular Jack, but now this one I know goes through a double mellowing process. So they put it through the maple charcoal twice rather than once.
Gotcha. I think you just timed out. I'm not sure.
Again, you're getting that sweet note, some fruit going on in there. I guess the classic Jack Daniels smell. Like Nick remembers from college when he used to go sniffing Jack Daniels for his profession on weekends.
It's what I used to smell when I was cleaning up.
Gross.
Yeah, it was on everything.
Again, like that vanilla-y, caramel-y thing going on there.
It's definitely the toffee. I'm definitely smelling toffee on this one. But also, like I said, like the first thing I smelled was like a chocolate-covered cherry that you get like on the Christmas, on Christmas time. Like there's sometimes like stocking stuffers. I'm getting that in this, but then it's weird because then a little bit more, I'm getting a toffee note now, so I'm all over the place.
Okay. You want to go in on a sip?
Sure.
Again, I'm getting like that sour astringent note going through it on the back end, but it's still got some of that sweet stuff going on up front, but that the sour note's coming off on the end of it for me.
I'm getting an apple, like a very apple-y front note.
Again, I'm getting like that caramelly, a brown sugar, wood. Obviously going to be like an oak, but I'm getting a wood note going on strong in this one.
Yeah. It's so weird. I used to love Jack, and I'm not a big fan. It's not bad. It's just like
Here's the thing is like, I mean, you read
just
a
these
lot.
two.
What's
These
that?
two. Just
Oh,
these past two, the regular and this one, because I know I like the single barrels. So
Well,
I
yeah,
can't
the
say
single barrel is good, but the Jack is one of those ones people love it or they hate it. You have that faction that's the Jack lovers that will fight you tooth and nail on it, and you have the other ones that absolutely hate Jack Daniels and think it's a terrible whiskey. But
I'm not getting much more, bud.
Barata. Is he in here? I don't know who's he above, hun? From
I don't know.
I'm gonna add a little bit of water, see if it helps. But
all right. Hi back. Oh, there he is. All right. No, that's the side to side smell. I don't see him under there. He must be commenting on just something else. Maybe I don't know. Well, he's in. So did you put him in?
I did.
Oh, Paul Lavelli. I'm playing catch up. Regular Jack right now. I'll meet you at the single barrel select. Don't have the Jack. Oh, maybe Karen will win you the Gentleman Jack tonight and a T-shirt. That's why she comes here. I know that's the only reason why you throw her in this. I doubt she could care less about our whiskeys, what we're doing here. But we need her to come out around Christmas time when those Jack Daniels bottles. I mean, when the Pappy bottles are out, we need her. She's going to touch all our tickets and throw them in all the bins.
seriously, every single ticket.
Every ticket, absolutely.
Oh, can't wait to be able to enter a raffle again.
Bubba would like to know what you're drinking.
Bubba, right now we are drinking Gentleman Jack. We just finished with the Jack Daniels Old No.7. We're on Gentleman Jack right now. And after this, we're going to be drinking the Jack Daniels Single Barrel Select.
I'm getting a little bit of honey on this one now, a little bit of a sweet note in the back, like a honey lemon.
Okay. Yeah, it's like right on the tail. And the thing is, too, is like it's long lasting. And it's on the tail end when for me, that I guess the chemical or like that sour note comes in.
That
It's
classic
weird.
Jack taste comes through, and you're just like, ah.
Which tastes like varnish smells. All right. Apple caramel sounds good. Yeah, that's what Richard Morano said. He says that it tastes a little like varnish smells. Okay. I can see how you can get that off of this. Definitely. That could be that sour astringent note that's going through it. Maybe that's, what I can't put the name to what I'm smelling or tasting. But it's still sweet. Like that initial sip that you take is like sweet on the tongue, and then it just totally turns the other way on the back. And that's so weird. Most of them don't do that.
Yeah. It's like, Bubba Lane said, like, it's like an apple caramel, and then it like dips into that Jack spice, and you're like, oof. But you're definitely getting that maple every time too. In the nose and the palate, I'm finding.
Okay.
But I don't got much more on this one.
No, I don't really get. I'm going to put a little bit of water in it because I didn't do that yet. I don't know if you did already. If you did, I missed it. I mean, the thing is too, we talk about the legs on it and how they run. This is actually pretty oily. I mean, it's actually clinging to the side of the glass and running pretty slow, honestly, these drips. So it's got an oiliness to it, a viscosity, if you will. Ooh, viscosity. Maybe that'll be a T-shirt. I have those run up somewhere too. I have my viscosity T-shirts.
Yeah, you sent me that. I was like, oh.
Maybe, we have a couple of sayings that we use a lot. Nick has one that he uses a lot, the roller coaster ride. I can work something out with putting the saying on a roller coaster.
Yep.
Maybe those two, but for right now, just basic, keeping a neat t-shirts. That's what we're working on.
Yeah.
Something. I'm definitely getting maple. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Darren was just thinking about the oiliness to it. The water really didn't help it at all. Didn't open it up or give me anything else out of it, really. It just, you kind of stayed the same. It, some of them will open it up or, dull it down. This really the water did nothing for this one. Not in any way, shape, or form. All right. All right. You want to get into the notes on this one, buddy? Oh, what are you eating? A cracker already? You're already crackering up?
Had to.
Oh, all right. This one is 80.
They're so similar. I feel like you got to break it apart by having one.
All right, that's legitimate. This is, again, made by Jack Daniels, parent company's Brown-Forman. Same mash bill as the regular Jack Daniels, 80% corn, 8% rye, 12% malted barley. No age statement, we don't know. It's inspired by the original Gentleman Jack. Inspired by the original Gentleman Distiller and our founder. Gentleman Jack undergoes a second charcoal mellowing to achieve the exceptional smoothness. Its balanced flavor is perfect for celebrating life's extraordinary occasions, plus all the moments along the way. Let's see. And I use the same people for the notes on this one because there really wasn't. But now this was from a different one. Now they had these notes at the bottom of theirs after they did their notes. It says the nose, caramel, vanilla, char, oak, citrus, and JD spice. On the taste is caramel, vanilla, a nuttiness, pepper, and brown sugar. And then on the finish, it's medium caramel corn, a sour vanilla, and they have in quotations yogurt, like yogurt, and oak. Now, for the notes, I don't know where they got those notes from. They didn't say it. It was like a picture, and they had them down below with their rating. For their regular notes, it says it smells like what it is. Obviously, a more refined Jack Daniels. The caramel and vanilla come barreling out of the bottle, and the glass is full of sugary dessert qualities. There is a hint of char, oak, a wisp of citrus, and that JD spice help liven things up, but don't really get the party started. On the palate, it's without that oily character, it's tasting much more like a traditional bourbon with caramel and vanilla sitting up front. A very palpable nuttiness runs through it with hints of pepper, brown sugar, maple, cinnamon, and a light fruitiness to it. On the finish is caramel corn dominates with notes of sour vanilla that remind them of a vanilla yogurt that fades to an oak. So that's what they got off of it for this one. But I mean, very similar. See, I'm not getting like a yogurt. Like that yogurt, anytime I have a yogurt that's got that certain tang to it in the back that you can get when you sniff a yogurt, I'm not really getting that.
I'm getting actually, I kind of agreed with it. Almost like I knew what they were saying, just like a plain, Greek yogurt almost taste to it. So I could see that a little bit, but a very interesting comparison. I don't want to be thinking about yogurt when I'm sipping my bourbon.
No, not really. I mean, nice sour yogurt is how I like to, that's what I like to settle down by the fire or at the end of a hard working day. A nice cup of yogurt.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
Let's see. Richard Morano, he says, I think of me cutting it with water helps. There's strong at the end otherwise, but I wouldn't dump it. Especially in college, you wouldn't dump it. But
no, we never dumped. I'm getting ready for the single jack.
Single barrel select. Now, I remember I can't remember what our scores were, but I think we both liked this one.
Oh, yeah. I think if I remember correctly, I gave it a 4 or 4.5. We loved this.
It's like
this was a big one.
Out of a scale of 10 for Nick.
Out of a scale of 5.
A 20 out of a scale of 5. That's what Nick gave it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you ready to whiskey, sir?
Ready and able.
Let's do this. Oh. So I have to get some of the sounds of monks in the background.
Yeah.
No, that was Kalis. Was definitely getting the maple there. I don't know why this doesn't show. Let's try my phone.
Make sure I almost said the wagon wheel girl.
The wagon wheel girl.
the
No, the wagon wheel girl.
wheel of names girl, Bourbon Babe Becca. Make sure she puts down Mike and Michael Kalis or Kalis.
Okay,
I don't know how to say
Mike.
that.
Oh yeah, of course. There's Michael and Mike.
Yeah.
All right, she's got them.
Yeah.
She has them. She's pretty good. She gets on that. Oh, you did. Oh, all right. You thought he was entering twice. Had two sub names under his Facebook. He was like,
oh yeah, no. I think the wagon wheel.
The wagon wheel. The wagon wheel girl. You know her. We have her off on the side with the wagon wheel chick, always helping us out.
Love that song though.
If you haven't yet, if we also would like, if you have not subscribed to us on YouTube, if you would go over there at some point, subscribe. Even if you don't watch us on YouTube or you don't watch YouTube regularly, if you would just go over and subscribe to our channel, it would be much appreciated. As long as you're already following us on our Facebook page, we're also on Instagram, we're on Twitter, so we're on all the platforms. You can follow us on all of those. But if we would really appreciate if you haven't done so yet, head on over to YouTube, find us, and please subscribe to our channel. That would be much appreciated. We're trying to build our base up here. Coming up on our 1 year anniversary, coming up in July 18th will be 1 year that we've been doing this show.
Woohoo!
Now, this one has a slightly different nose than the other two.
It really does. So good. See, I'm getting more like of a bourbon in here and of a whiskey.
Yeah, this is
now. It lost that spice. It lost that chemical thing that's going on in the other
chemical spiciness that you were getting on the nose initially. This one came off as more of a bourbon the first time we tried it. I believe when we did it on the show as a blind. I think I guessed it was a bourbon. You may have guessed Tennessee whiskey. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I might have.
Well, maybe Japanese. That's your other go-to. The Japanese.
And spelling it wrong too.
Freddie. Wow, James Finch. All right. Thanks, James. James Finch sent Freddie Johnson from Buffalo Trace an invite to this. That would be exciting if he was to come in here. And that dude's like a legend in the world of whiskey.
Wait for it. Legend.
He is a legend. I mean, if you ever watched the documentary Neat, great documentary. If you haven't, I would definitely suggest watching it. Tells you about the history of bourbon in Kentucky and in general. It's actually very good. There's a segment that Freddie Johnson does in there when he's talking about drinking whiskey, bottle of Pappy with him and his brother, his father and his brother, and him sitting around. It's a really good story. It may even bring a tear to your eye. I think Nick cried during our show when I told the story.
I probably did.
Yeah, you might have. It's emotional. It really is. It's a really good story, and actually the whole documentary is really good. But there is that little segment in there with Freddie, and he's a really down home, down earth guy. Everybody that's ever met him says what an amazing person he is. I mean, you can get that just off watching the documentary. How what a great guy he is. We actually saw a brief glimpse of him when we were at Buffalo Trace. He actually came in. He came in with a group, and he was like there. He said like hi to a couple people. Then he shot out one of the back doors, and he was gone. So I couldn't even get over there to say hi to him. He was like in and out. So, but I did get to see him. It was like seeing a unicorn. There it was.
Gone.
So
Darren said lots of legs on this one. I'd have to agree.
Yeah, no, it definitely
very runny.
It's slow. It's really slow running legs, so it's got a lot of that oiliness to it. It's got a really good nose, man. It's got that sweet nose to it. That I'm getting vanilla. I'm getting a baking spice, light oak in there. And again, I think it's like that mapley that you're getting through with all of them because of that maple charcoal finish.
The maple vanilla sort of style.
Yeah. And that's what's bringing that sweetness through. But with this one, that fruit note that you were getting on the others isn't as prevalent for me anyway.
And I'm getting like butter. A little butter in there.
Butter? Okay.
All right, I'm ready to dive in.
Yep.
Do we have to cheers again?
No, we don't. You can if you want. We've already done it once. How many times are you going to do it? All right, hold on. We're going to do drinking with Nick. Drinking with Nick. Drinking with Nick.
Oh. We should just make a new song. I'll do the little on the rims and stuff.
Oh, that's delicious, dude. Look, not going to lie to you. If I had a choice, and I've tried all of these before, like, we have right now, I would go and I would buy the single barrel select out of all of them right here. If I had that choice, if that was it, which one of these do you want? I would pick the single barrel.
Hands down.
It's the prettiest bottle. That's how
it is, but it's also the tastiest.
Her whiskeys. It all matters in the bottle. The Bourbon Babe. She's never wrong. That'll be a t-shirt too. Always listen to the Bourbon Babe. She's always right.
Paul said a creme brulee. I'd agree with him on that. I like that analysis.
Oh yeah, that is actually very good. Yeah, creme brulee on there.
Yeah, totally.
That burnt sugar note in there.
I love in the creme brulee when it cracks.
Oh, dude, I love. I mean, a good creme brulee is awesome. That is,
it really is.
I love you do that little crack, and then you're eating those bits of that burnt sugar, and you're getting the parts that aren't. Yeah, I know. We're all going out for creme brulee right after the show, folks.
Maybe that'll be in our show that we want to do one day. We'll send a little thing and a thing of creme brulee.
Maybe. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Dude, that's such a good nose. It's such a good flavor and taste to it. But this one definitely comes off more as a bourbon to me than the other two.
Yeah, I'm going to add some water.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, buddy.
And I agree with you. That's what I said from the start. I think this totally is it's got that bourbon flavor, like that barreling. Which is also probably why it got its name.
Maybe.
Single barrel select.
Single barrel. From the single barrel they took it from when they were doing it.
What they did. That's how we got it.
I went there, picked it out myself, I wish.
Yeah, imagine.
Actually, I'm actually kind of excited. We got that Rick House Ramblings. They went to the Ragged Branch Distillery and they picked their barrel last week, so it should be bottled and being shipped out in the next couple. So probably maybe I think they said mid-July that people, if they ordered it. So if you're interested in single barrel picks, and something different, go over to Rick House Ramblings. Go look at their site. They're on they are on Facebook. You can check them out on Facebook. They actually have a link that you can go and you can order a bottle of this stuff. That's one of their barrel picks. They went to the distillery this weekend and they picked it out. So definitely go do that. I ordered 2 bottles. I know Paul ordered 2 bottles also from them, and they still have a ton left. I mean, you're going to get out of one barrel, there's going to be over 200 bottles. And I know that they've already have like 150, 160 people committed to buying. So that's how many bottles that they've already have sold out of it. And plus they have a liquor store down their area that's going to be taking the rest of them, whatever they don't sell. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, go check out Rick House Ramblings. I'll actually put a link down below.
They actually just commented on YouTube.
You got it, tell them you got it from Keeping It Neat. Keeping It Neat told you to go over there. Just mention us. They follow us. We follow them. But they do weekly. They do a review on a different whiskey every week, bourbons and whatnot, down around their area. They go around and they do a lot. So they do a couple of different ones. Different, unusual ones, but some of the mainstreams, because they just did this Jack Daniels, didn't they? Was this one? I can't remember what one they just did. But
pretty good. Again, I don't think there's much more. I mean, there's definitely like a pepper in the back in the finish.
Yeah, you get that little bit of
a spice.
There's a spiciness to it in the background there. I'm getting that sweet note coming through on the finish. It's a lot. I'm not getting that sour note in this one like I was in the first two. I'm interested in. Oh, what are you doing? You chewing? Oh, your gummies. There it is, the Coca-Cola gummy.
So should we have one of these first, or do we have to wait?
Oh,
this is not one of the ones.
The regular ones, just to see.
Right. So this is a regular one, which I love these. So I'm very excited.
So yeah. So again, we did this. We did a batch of these soaked in Jack Daniels. Now this is meant for like the summer parties that you may do in your backyard, which really aren't prevalent this year so much. But so we've got the little, Coca-Cola bottle, gummies. So let's see how they taste without anything. Like Coca-Cola.
They taste like a healthy version of Coca-Cola. Must be that organic.
It's because it's organic, and I wanted it to be healthy when I was eating my candy. It's rotting my teeth out. Oh, there's got Risk Rickhouse Ramblings in the house, folks. Hey, guys. What's going on, man? Yep, they just we were just talking about you guys. Mentioned in your show, and your pick you guys just went to go get. So we're all excited about that. Everyone, I told everybody that's maybe interested in it to head on over to you, hit up your link, and order themselves a bottle. But with the Jack Daniels now, we let that soak overnight until they got absorbed in. Oh, yeah. Okay. Nick's stepping out because he's got to get ready for the cocktail. What?
He's not going to try the thing.
No, he'll try those later. I'm just going to show it to him. But so what we did was we soaked them overnight in the Jack Daniels. So you get, they look like a congealed just pile of stuff inside the container that you're doing in it. But when they did it was the Tipsy Bartender. I'm going to put the link down below in the description too, and this is all ready to be put out on YouTube tomorrow. So, and he had served it just like this inside of a, but I can't really get them because they're like so gooey. They're very gooey. I'm working at it. I'm going to need 2 toothpicks. Oh, almost have it. There it is. I got one. Wow. Okay. It's Jack Daniels and a gummy. That's basically what you get. But they said serve it in a little shot glass. That's what I did. Some toothpicks. I got them. It's just like a little alcohol treat going on. I'll put that off to the side for right now. And if you want, you can go in with your spoon like right here and get a couple of them at a time. But I don't know if that's any easier or the toothpick. It's really not. Oh, my goodness. So, all right. Not going to lie to you. It doesn't look as good as I thought it would. It looks like a Coca-Cola booger going on right there. But hey, oh well. It's actually good. Not so appealing on the look, really. But not bad. And all you do is you just let that stuff soak overnight. You just basically, so however high you fill your vessel up with, it's going to be using container. You're just going to fill it up just to the top of it with Jack after you put your gummies in there. So it's just basically about the same amount of gummies to Jack, basically, is the ratio. So you're just going to basically cover it and then just let it sit overnight, and it's going to absorb into all your gummies. And you have a little treat there. If you want to, I don't know why. If this is you were having a party, I would imagine this would be a cool kind of a little thing. Hey, guys, here's some little gummies, some Jack and Coke gummies. Basically, that's what you're getting. So you're getting the Jack and Coke was the theme behind this. Rather than making the mixes or doing the cocktails, they can get it because the actual Coca-Cola does come through on that, which is surprising to me. Would you want to try this?
I know.
And she says no. She will drink whiskey, but she's not going to go for the gummy for whatever reason. But all right, let's get Nicholas coming back in. There he is, the big guy.
You went and did the gummies without me.
What I didn't try, I tried. I had to fill in some time here, buddy. You know what I mean? Can you grab me some ice cubes in the?
No, I gotta grab one.
Nick's out. He left. I'm sorry, Nick. You can try him though. I'll let you try him. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna pull this down a little. Let me give me a little toothpick.
Yeah, I was just discussing the ease that it's not so easy to do it with a toothpick. I was having some troubles, so I went to a spoon method. But maybe you might need 2 toothpicks to do a chopstick attack on it. Or something.
These things have been sitting. You can tell their gelatin's wearing off.
Oh yeah, the gelatin is kind of wearing off there. But I don't know.
I'm going for 2 here.
All right,
I'm going for 2. They got a thick coating on them.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because they were organic that they kind of lost their, kind of like the gelatininess to them.
Were these in the fridge?
No, they weren't.
I wonder if you put them in the fridge if it would be better.
I think it would just be one big giant block. You wouldn't even be able to get them separated because they'd be cold and they'd all stick together.
These are really good.
Yeah, they're not. They're pretty good. The Coca-Cola comes through on them, I think. You're getting that Coke note in there, so you're getting like that Jack and Coke going on.
That's really fun. That's a tasty little treat.
Yes, it is. Pretty
all
good.
Right, well, so I'm
let me rip through the notes on this on the single barrel. It's 94 proof, 47% alcohol. Again, same mash bill, 80% 8 and 12. Bottled at 94 proof, single barrel select, layers subtle notes of caramel and spice with bright fruit notes and sweet aromatics for a Tennessee whiskey. Is one of a kind flavor. I actually liked it a lot. It has a delicious nose of banana bread, caramel, and heavily toasted oak, along with the slight hint of ethanol, are immediately noticeable. On the palate is a caramel toasted oak. Dried banana chips are immediately noticeable. The whiskey has a simple, sweet flavor profile. The finish is fairly one-dimensional, consisting of chewy charred oak, a dash of brown sugar mixed with white pepper. The finish lasts for a long time with a peppery, dried, chewy charred oak taste that lingers. Okay, this is from Jack Daniel's and Breaking Bourbon.
Gotcha. Darren, did you see Darren's comment about the gummies?
Yes, well, that's what I said. I said it was a Coke
I
booger.
missed that.
I said when I pulled it out, I said it looked like basically a Coca-Cola booger. It was gross, but it tasty.
Funny.
I don't want to know if you want to say boogers are tasty, but the Coca-Cola boogers are.
They were. They were very tasty. I'll have your back on that.
Yes, Chris Crocker, if you're on here, please comment to enter. If you want to be put into the contest for the drawing at the end, you have to make a comment, my friend. So comment in here and what? And again, for tonight, if you don't know, those that came in late, what we will be doing for our drawing this evening is the initial first place drawing winner will win a 375 milliliter bottle of Gentleman Jack. You will also get the choice of either only two sizes, double extra large or an extra large, either the black shirt or a red shirt. And I don't know why I can't do it because I'm looking at it. It's like reverse, but black shirt or the red shirt. And you get a shirt too, also with your bottle of Jack. And
which we're the only ones that have this.
And you're going to be, it's a very small community that has these. There's literally about 14 of these shirts in existence right now, and you will have one of the 14. So afterwards, you'll just comment, when you give me your address and whatnot, where I have to send it, if you want a double extra large or an extra large shirt. And if you didn't know, on the black shirt, the red shirt does not have anything on the back. The black has the keeping it neat on the front. And on the back, we have Abel. The Armadillo says kinfolk, and I can't get it in there. I have to reach over the top, but it says kinfolk. Kinfolk with Abel on the back, and it says, "Are you ready to whiskey?" So yeah, it would be a very small group that has these shirts initially. Again, this is just a test run. We wanted to try some styles and see how we like the printing and like what we were going to go with verbiage on our shirts. And I think we're going to go with this, but we're going to go to a real screen printer, get it all worked out, finalized, and get some real shirts. We'll have different sizes and whatnot, and eventually have them for sale. But right now, we're giving them away because that's what we do. We're giving everything away. It's a fire sale. But so first place, first person name drawn, they're going to get the bottle of Gentleman Jack and a T-shirt. Second place is going to get a 200 milliliter bottle of Jack Daniel's, the regular Jack. So that's what you're going to get with that for the runner-up drawing. So, so someone's still stuck on the Coke booger. Yes, I know it doesn't sound as nearly as appetizing when you put it that way, but all right, Nick, take it over and you can take us away.
All right, so I'm making two of your classic drinks tonight. The third one, Derek, I know you're going to join me on, which was the surprise in your freezer, I believe. So this one, all you need is Jack Daniel's, which you should have, and then Coca-Cola, nice good can. So we're going to make a classic Jack and Coke. There's usually your Jack and Coke and your Jack and Ginger, and those are the two we're making tonight. So you need your cup full of ice, and what I'm going to do is when I make a simple mixed drink like this where there's not a lot going on, it's just simple, the whiskey, the mixer, and that's it. I do a little bit more of alcohol. So I'm actually going to do 2.5 ounces of the Jack. So I am going to use my 1 1/4 side twice. Do the math. That would be 2.5 to be good to go. So, just so we know, there's the perfect amount inside of these for future reference.
Get one of ours. I usually give you about 2 ounces of it. So.
Yep. So that worked out perfectly.
Oh,
and then all you do is add your Coke right up to the top. Now, I always like to just shake it up. Don't ever give a drink that you haven't tossed at least once because otherwise it's just not sitting correctly in the drink. So just make sure you either give it a little spin in your glass, a little twirl, or just reshake it up like this, nice little toss and turn. So,
Oh, good.
did you try it?
I'm stirring it with my.
It looked like you took a sip, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, I did. I did sip it too. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Well, cheers, everyone.
Boy, he watches everything, even when he's talking.
I am. My eyes are open everywhere. That's still refreshing. So that's good.
But you know what still comes through there is that astringent note for me on the background.
Yeah. It's still so
Even
but it's more with the Coke, I like it because I feel like the chemical and the Coke syrup blend together.
You can't really tell them apart.
Couldn't even tell them apart. So to make my next drink, same thing. Jack, can of ginger ale. So we already saw me measure this out. I'm just gonna dump it in, save the time.
What's that?
Also gonna get a napkin because I spilled some, of course. And then open up that first can. Nothing better than that sound, right? Pour it in. Get the mixing glass. Cup's ready to go. Put it in. Do it again. This becomes a little bit of frothiness, but should be good. Now you got your Jack and Ginger. So, here's again.
All right. Let's get in there. I was looking to see. This actually was inspired. We were asking earlier one day what people were drinking at home and if they've tried the ginger ale with it. And Chris Crocker responded on the group page saying that that's what he was drinking. I think it was Old Forester in this, but basically the same thing for all intents and purposes. Let me throw in my ginger ale.
Are people still being able to watch? Oh, there you are.
There we go. Okay.
Little spin.
Little spin there.
Stir.
Little stir. You ready, sir? I haven't taken a sip yet.
Neither have I.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, I like it with the ginger ale better.
Yeah. It's good both ways. It really is. And honestly, at like a wedding or something, this is usually people's go-tos or like a function because they're super light sippers and like the flavors kind of usually work together pretty nicely. So I do have to step away to get the last one. So,
okay.
And I know you do too, right?
No, actually, I had the beautiful Bourbon Babe brought mine over, so I'm ready to roll. I'll just wait on you.
Right,
I will drop you out so we don't have to stare at your chair. And it's just me. Hey, folks. And Bourbon Babe in the house. There she is, creepily sticking her head in from the side. Yes, and she is also has the executive bourbon status. She's qualified, quantified, and passed with a whole 98. That's right, 98.
I told you already.
just to make me feel better. So when I got my 100, that she was just 2 points behind me, even though the whole time she was saying she thought she failed.
I did. All right, so this is the very first time I've ever had a Jack and Coke.
Okay.
And
would you like to come in a little more?
Sure, I'll come in a little more.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the first time I've ever had a Jack and Coke.
All right.
And the very first time I've ever had a Jack and Ginger.
Yes.
I like the Jack and Ginger better.
I do like the Jack and Ginger better too.
I have to say, but this is going to be weird, but does anybody ever put like a lime in their Jack and Coke?
I think lime is acceptable in the Jack and Coke. I do believe that is one of the things that they do. You can have a lime,
a little acid,
a little ass in it.
Acid, a little acid.
Oh, excuse me, my faux pas. Acid.
I think that would be good in there. A little tangy acid.
Oh, that's awesome. Nick hates America with the Canada Dry. Should have been a Schweppes.
That was our fault.
That was our fault. Sorry.
Although this is growing on me.
Okay. Nick hates America, folks. Just so you know.
You know, it's pretty funny. So I got home and then I realized Michaela had Schweppes and I didn't even realize it. So I was fine on the ginger ale.
I know we don't. We try stuff from Canada. But Canada Dry is I kind of enjoy Canada Dry. We do have Schweppes from time to time, but that was what we had because it was a 24 pack that we bought. You know, in the beginning of the pandemic, when we could get soda and stuff, that was one of the things they had was like a 24 pack of Canada Dry, and I grabbed it. I still have like 22 cans left, so if anybody needs it, I can ship it out to you.
All right.
In middle of the pandemic.
All right, so the last drink we have tonight, which was a flavored episode we've done before, was Jack Honey. So what we decided for tonight for Jack Honey was, actually I really decided. Derek, somebody suggested Jack Honey to you, correct?
That is correct. That was
Like they were like, let's chill it, which I've done that before.
That was
but you've never heard of this.
Paul Lavelli said that. Eric,
Connors.
he suggested it to one of our members, Eric Connors. He suggested that you chill it in the freezer. So he did it. He put it in the freezer, and that's where I had mine. It was sitting in the freezer.
Yep.
A little Jack Honey.
So I did the same thing, and I've had Jack Honey in the freezer before, but I was surprised you hadn't because it really is a game changer. So we're gonna do a little something. So first of all, I'm gonna use my Jack Honey. I've had it chilled, so I don't need to taste this with you. I'm gonna let you do that by yourself.
Oh,
I'm gonna make 2 cocktails, so I'm actually splitting this in half.
Woo.
I'm making 2 separate ones. Actually, I have a little swig. I'll swig with you. So cheers.
Cheers. I like the savagery. Just drink it out of the bottle.
With his pinky finger up, I think.
Like pure liquid sugar.
Yeah, a honey sugar. It's like you got that honey, and it's just honey sugar. It's actually good though.
It tastes like those pure honey sticks that you used to like snip the tops and suck out all the honey.
Yep.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. In my 2 glasses, I only put a little bit. I
Ale
didn't
with
do
the
much,
fries.
but include some ginger ale with the fries. So the two mixers I'm gonna do, which I'm gonna let you know because I didn't let anyone know I was getting this, was 2 different things. So for one, vanilla Coke.
Ooh,
Vanilla Coke is one of my all-time favorite sodas. I never drink soda, rarely ever. And if I do, though, it's either a fresh, cold Coca-Cola or a vanilla Coke. Vanilla Coke is like the way to go for me. So I'm going to put a little of this in here because I was interested to see how those two might mix together. My second for the other option, so I made that one. That one's already sitting. Cream soda. So I thought the flavors in the cream soda might work well with this.
That
So
may
I'm
set
gonna put
off
all
with
this in
the honey Jack there. That might set it off a different way. I wish I had those.
So I literally bought this one on the way home, and then the cream soda I saw there too, and it's from Hannaford's. It's just a Hannaford Bros pure cane sugar cream soda. So first up is the vanilla Coke.
Okay.
Oh, see, that works perfectly together. Those pair really well.
Sierra Mist.
Vanilla Coke with anything already has my vote, though.
Oh, with what, the honey?
With the honey, Jack Honey, and
All right.
All right.
The cream
so we
soda
got-
one.
Well-
Oh, what are you doing?
Well, Tony just said Sierra Mist. You get that little Sprite of Sierra Mist. So you get that lemon lime twist going on in there. So we're gonna give that a whirl in a second with the honey.
All right.
What are you getting? Oh, okay.
The cream soda one works really well too. So any of these are honestly great drinks with Jack. You can do Jack and Coke, Jack and Ginger, Jack cream soda, Jack and vanilla Coke. I mean, all of these were amazing different renditions. You're going to try it with Sierra Mist in a minute.
I'm gonna.
That's going to be good too.
Sierra Mist right there in there, and we're so fancy here at keeping it neat. We even do our mixed drinks in Glencairn. That's how we do this here. We're rolling it.
That's really good. Wow.
Ooh.
which one is really good?
Well, obviously his. He can't. He doesn't.
He did the cream soda.
Which one? The cream soda or the
Oh,
vanilla Coke? Both.
I did both of them. They're both amazing, but the cream soda definitely better than the vanilla Coke one, but they're both really good.
Actually, the Sierra Mist one is actually pretty good with the honey also.
Yeah. So good to know.
And so a couple of different options you have, really. If you, yeah, right.
You gotta throw up Chris's comment, my buddy Chris again.
Where is he?
2 cocktails. I hope you bought Pedialyte.
It's Chris. Yeah, I hope you brought Aberlet 12. Yes, sorry, I'm late to the party. That's fine, sir. Aberlet 12. That's a good one.
That is a good one. Wow, this drink is really good. The cream soda is fantastic.
Dude, actually, I mean, really, dude, the Sierra Mist, man, or the Sprite, I think that adds like a different layer. I actually like it better than the ginger ale.
Oh, I was going to say I think I would like that better than the ginger ale.
Yeah, definitely. It adds like another layer like of sweetness to it. It's crazy. It's kind of weird, but that citrusy note that you get in there, it actually goes really well with it. Thanks, Tony. All right, cocktails. Captain and Jitter tastes like cream soda.
I have 5 drinks right now.
Yeah, I've got a lot going on in front of me right now too. It's
Woo!
Captain Michael
It's gonna
Kalis.
be a video game night after this. Too bad we weren't together and could order Chinese.
Oh, I know. That'd be the regular Thursday night thing when after we're done with taping our episode,
No,
when I was editing, I'm like, I was going through like when we were doing a lot of ones at the studio. Now since then we haven't, but we talked about Chinese food so much in like almost like every time it was like some comment about Chinese food. Oh, can't wait for Chinese. I'm starving.
Every time.
And then there was one where we came back after Chinese and we finished and we kept taping. And we were talking about how disgusted we were. We just wanted it to be over, and we were just over full, and we hated every minute of it.
But was that when we went? Was Bearcat? Was that Bearcat? No, it wasn't that, right?
That was Bearcat.
It was Bearcat. We came back and we were like, we finished on this, and we were so mad.
We wrapped it up with the Bearcat, which was horrible. Actually, the other day I was out and I saw the other Bearcat, the other flavored one, the orange one. Dude, I was like going to buy it. I was bringing it back, and I'm like, I don't want to spend the money on it. I ended up buying something else. I'm like, this would make for a good flavored Friday, just for comparison that we could break them down together or maybe something like that. But I was like, nope, not doing it. I was just so afraid of it, honestly. I really was after that first experience.
That makes sense.
Okay, we have one person here. I don't know who it is at 9:10.
Oh, that's Mike. That's
okay.
Mike Kalis.
All right, Mike, right above where we are on the live. If you look right above us in the little screen there, it'll say has a little comment about StreamYard. You follow that link and you give all the permissions for the comments to come up so we can see your comments. I can actually do a screen share with it. Maybe I might be able to do this. Let me show you. Screen share the screen, sharing. All right, and here, Chrome tab. No, that wasn't it. Sorry, excuse me. Entire screen. There we go. Sorry, I'm new to this computer thing. All right, so let's go right above here. So where my arrow is pointing, I'll put this full screen so you can see. But right over here, right above our heads on the live, it says the StreamYard.com Facebook. It says I'm going live using StreamYard. Just click on that. Just approve all the permissions, so that way your comments will be shown in the future or for the remainder of the night, depending how much longer we go with this. But that's just for that. So let me get out of this. So that's where you have to go to give the permissions, so we can see your comments and your name in the comments. There we are. So, dude, I'm like wicked tired. I opened up the pool the other day, and I've just been dumping hundreds of dollars of chemicals into my pool.
All right, so let's get on to the wheel then.
It's not about that. It's about I wanted something to talk about, and that's what we're talking about. It's me dumping $100 into my pool. They have we talked about. And Sadie helped me open the pool. She came with this leaf scoop about this big, and she took out one leaf at a time. And now, mind you, the leaves weighed 1,000 pounds. I was taking out scoops that weighed hundreds of pounds. She was taking out a 3-ounce scoop every time she was in there.
Listen.
Actually, I think she was using this.
Listen.
Here's the scoop she was using. So the effectiveness of this in helping me was not all that great.
That's amazing. That is
actually
incredible.
One of the skimmers, but it wasn't really as strong as we needed it to be because the leaves were so.
He's scorning me on the internet. This is not how it went down. He's lying.
It's not lying at all. She couldn't even pick up the dry leaves. That's how much of a child.
That's true. That's a true fact.
That is a true fact. Yes, it is. So, Adam Ward, happy birthday. Is he in here?
I didn't see him.
Who's that? Happy birthday then from? I don't know.
It's from Bubba.
Oh, I didn't see Adam.
She catching beta fish. No, she was catching. She was trying to catch jaws.
Oh, yes, she was. That's what she was trying to catch, but not so much really. All right, so where are we at, buddy? All right, we've done our cocktails, which we worked our way through. I mean, they're basic cocktails, but we've given you quite a few different options how to drink your Jack and honey, or your regular Jack if you wanted it, with some ginger ale, a little Coca-Cola, maybe some vanilla Coke with the honey, maybe some vanilla Coke with the cream soda, and also Sierra Mist, a little Sierra Mist in there with the honey too. So options are always available for you, but here I am double fisting. I feel like I'm at a cocktail party somewhere.
Yeah, I was going to say, so let's wait.
Open bar.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah. Let's go. What are those? Are just for me. You just start sipping in the middle.
See you guys later. Have a good show.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the screen share for the Wheel of Fortune. We will go work our way through. I'll read off all the names and make sure that everyone who has been commenting is in there. If you do not hear your name, make sure you make a comment so that way we can put you in. So let me pull it up. And whoa, why is it so blurry? It's very blurry. I don't know. Take it out, put it back up. Boop. Jeesh. I don't know. That's weird. But anyway. All right. I got James Finch, Darren Morano, Bill Kitcher, Richard Morano, Tracy Roll, Michael Kalis. I got Tony D'Agostino, Brian Texera, Karen Lavelli, Rick Archibald, Brian Ferrari, Mike Kalis, Felix Barata, Robert Bubba Lane, Paul Lavelli, Rickhouse Ramblings, Jesse D'Agostino, and Chris Tangent. If you have not heard your names, and why is this so blurry? I don't know. It's upsetting to me. But if you did not hear your name in that roll call, can you please enter your name now if you haven't, so we can put you in. So we'll give a minute here. Also, the honey and Sprite, you can do a 50-50 mix, Tony says, with the honey and the Sprite. So, and I just got my ginger ale was stolen.
A little flat.
Really?
Tastes weird.
Okay. Chris Tangent, leave me off the wheel. I joined at the end. That's not fair. I'll join next week. So Chris is pulling himself out, folks.
Bill Kitcher, he says he's not on there, but he is.
Oh, no, Bill
Leave
Kitchen,
him
you were
on.
the third name we read off. Bill's in there. Bill, we got you. So we're going to pull Chris off. Chris wants his name out because he said he came in at the end.
Are you sure, Chris?
Are you sure?
T-shirt involved.
Chris, are you sure there's a T-shirt involved? I don't want you to feel gypped here.
Just leave them on. Leave them on. There's plenty of
So-
people who don't even come on and comment.
Yep. So, I mean, we have everyone. We've done it before where the people that have come in at the end, we allow them. Our whole rule is that all you have to do is make a comment, whether it's in the beginning or at the end. Doesn't matter. You're entered into the drawing. But what we will do is pull this up again. Why is it so blurry? Is it blurry on everyone's screen, or is that just me? Like I can't.
Blurry on mine.
Yeah. All right. Let me do this. Can you?
Is
pull
it
that
your
down?
screen share?
Yeah, I'm doing screen share. Can you pull it down? I'm going to remove it. And if you could, just resend it to me again. Sadie will do it. Just pull it down and bring it back up. Please. The blurriness is upsetting to me.
The blurriness is upsetting to me.
The blurriness is upsetting.
Tracy Roll goes, put it on Blu-ray.
I saw that. Yeah, put it on Blu-ray. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go, folks. Yay! Much better. Woo! I can read it. Can you please hit the shuffle button, Sadie? Over here. No, not that. Right there.
Oh my God, Brian Ferrari said it must be the Jack.
Maybe it is the Jack. I thought that originally too. I'm like, am I already seeing blurry? Because I haven't been drinking that much. But
Yeah, yikes, I got a night ahead.
All right, folks. So this is going to be for the 375 milliliter of Gentleman Jack and the T-shirt for the first drawing. So here it comes. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Woo!
Spinning, and our winner is going to be
Oh! Oh,
Chris Tangent. What is that, dude?
The humble man won.
All right, everyone can hate on Chris now. Everyone can hate on Chris.
I will say that kid will wear our shirt with pride and sip that Gentleman Jack until every drop is gone.
Yeah, that is craziness. But actually, you want to know what, dude? That's actually, yeah. Oh my God, is right, Chris. Tip you in, and there you are, my friend. It's okay. You know what to do. Just hit us up on either direct message me.
I can get it to him.
Yeah, and I'll give it to Nick, but I just need to know what shirt size, extra large or double X. I don't know. That's all I got, and what color you want, either black or the red. Let Nick.
Can you see the options if he's just coming in?
If you haven't seen, hold on, let me pull this back up. I got to close that off for a second, remove that, and here we are. So your options are the red shirt, like I have on here, keeping it neat, has nothing on the back, or the black shirt, like Nick has. Nick, are you going to demonstrate first? And on the back it says Kinfolk. It's got Abel, and it says, "Are you ready to whiskey?" So you just let them know which one you want, the black or the red, and which size, extra large or double XL. And we will get that to you. And now we've got our runner-up for the 200 milliliter bottle of Jack Daniels, and roll that beautiful footage. And here we go, folks. Brian Texera.
Oh my gosh.
Dude is killing it. All right, there.
Is Tex the luckiest man alive?
He is the luckiest man alive. Someday maybe I'll actually put up one of these chug jugs for him, and maybe he'll win it. But I'm glad I haven't yet, because he's so nasty with me about that stuff. But yes, so anyway, so Brian, I know you're deployed right now. Brian's actually deployed. So you let me know. We got a double XL. Oh no, that's right. You're not getting anything. I'll hold a bottle of Jack for you someday. When you got the 200 milliliter bottle of Jack Daniels, sir, along with your already two sample bottles and your flight board that'll be waiting for you when you come back in 9 months. So
I was going to say we could save these Jack gummies for you, but I don't know how well they'll preserve.
I'm not gonna save it. I will send you the Coca-Cola Jack boogers to you if you want, wherever you're at. If you really want those, I'll put them in the mail. I'm sure they'll look amazing by the time they get to you, but not so much there. But congratulations to Chris, who wanted to pull himself out but we kept him in there, and look at that, and he won. That's crazy.
Oh my God, I almost just threw them everywhere.
Bill, right now we don't have the t-shirts up for sale. These are all just prototypes, really. I appreciate it. When we get our finalized versions that we do, which will be similar to these, it is going to say Keeping It Neat, and basically it just says YouTube channel about all things whiskey. It will say that on the front, and on the back we are going to have the logo there with the Kinfolk and everything like that. It's just I have to get to a screen printer. These were all done through a Vistaprint because I wanted them immediately, and I didn't have to go see anyone to do it. I just did it all, sent my designs. So we're going to get them approved and get them done, and I'll get different sizes because obviously not everyone's double X or extra large. We'll have some large options, mediums, and if I probably the women's versions also, because the ladies like the shirts too. So, yes.
James is like, Nick's going to town on those boogers. And then Chris goes, do you believe in miracles?
Yep. Do you believe in Nick's going to town on the boogers? Yep. Yes, he is. He's tearing into
the.
Yeah. So, Bill, once we do actually have the merchandise up, there's a couple of things I do want to do. I want to get the t-shirts going. I also want to get some challenge coins. I got to find, there's actually a vendor in Rhode Island I want to go talk to personally that does it. So I'm going to go see them. With some design options I do have, see how much it's going to cost me to get the coins to do the challenge coins, and we'll go from there. But those are two things I definitely want to get done. Me and Nick have been talking about. It's just a matter of me getting there, finding the time to get there and do it. And with this pandemic and everything, it kind of put kibosh on a lot of our plans. We wanted to get the t-shirts out earlier. So Vistaprint was an option for us just to get something that we could wear on the show ourselves, but also give a couple away for some giveaways. Like we said, there's only 14 shirts like this in existence right now. Me and Nick have a couple. The Bourbon Babe has a couple. The Bourbon Babe has a couple. And we have, the extras that we're just giving away, which is the extra larges and whatnot. So I do believe Chris said that he wanted the black and just matter of a size. So I don't extra large. All right, you'll be getting the.
And
extra.
I'll see him next Saturday, so I can meet up with you and get it.
All right, I will. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to hook up anyway because me and Nick have to pass off more whiskeys that we've got. We'll probably do
more blinds.
More blinds we got to do. It's such grueling work drinking, folks. You have no idea what it's like to run a YouTube channel. Don't ever do it.
The amount of time
drinking this much, I tell you.
Except we have a blast. I look forward to the nights when we record.
Yes. Well, maybe the goal for it will be to have shirts by our anniversary if I can get there. There are a couple of places I've gotten some options that I have for shirt places. Paul Lavelli gave me a person that he knows, and there's a place local by me that I also have as an option. So it's proximity because I'm lazy. Basically, that's what it comes down to. I like proximity. So I'm going to reach out, see how much it's going to cost to do the initial run. And then we'll have shirts. They'll be available. You'll have to contact us. It'll be like through Venmo or PayPal, something like that. You get a hold of us. I'll send you a bill, for it. And you just pay it, and I'll ship you out the shirt. But they'll be like this. Maybe some different color options. Maybe we'll have a gray, a red, a black. I don't know yet. So we'll see. The red, I like the red color. I like the black. The black, shows it off pretty good. The red is good too. I don't know how it would look with the logo on the back of it.
I was gonna say I like the red because that to me is like a summer day shirt when you're out and about. The black is like a classier, like you can kind of hang out sort of thing. But the red looks nice in the sun.
Pal. You know that we're all classy. We keep it classy, but. So that's what we're thinking about doing anyway. That's what we're going to break it down. But thanks everyone who watched tonight. Thank you so much. And again, if you haven't yet, please go and subscribe to us on YouTube. Even if you don't watch on YouTube, please subscribe to us. We're trying to bring our numbers up so we can start doing some different stuff. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, which we still have a long way to go. But once we get to 1,000 subscribers, that gives us a community page. We can do more stuff on YouTube. That will also allow us to do YouTube mobile lives. So we'll be able to shoot lives from our phones on YouTube, which will give us another option for when we do stuff. So we are trying to build that. Please share us, comments, make comments, watch whatever, the episodes that we do put out, comment on it. Let us know what you might like to see. Let us know, maybe a whiskey or something that you know of that we haven't heard of, and if we can find it, maybe we'll put it on the show, but let us know. The only way you can do that is by making a comment. Nick, what do you got other than that? A magazine of hair.
These luscious locks, man. This is what the people want. They've told me.
That's what the people want. That's what they do want. I actually want a haircut. I know that they're open now. Barbers are open. So, the GoFundMe may still be an option. We may do that by our anniversary day. Got a GoFundMe for Nick's haircut. We don't
do it. Don't do it. Chris said, are you guys considering streaming on Twitch too?
Twitch is... There are a lot of people that do stream on Twitch. We could. It's just adding one more thing right now with the StreamYard. I think that would be... I have to add that one manually if I wanted to do Twitch from StreamYard. I think I have to do more research in it. Again, the reason why I use this service is for the ease of it, for connecting to Twitter, YouTube, and Periscope, which helps us get to Twitter. So it's the ease of the use of it. So basically, I think I just have to do more research and study into it. I'm not all that tech savvy, not going to lie to you. It's taken me a lot over a year. I've learned a lot of things. I'm continuing to learn. I'm always, trying to learn new things that I can do to help the channel out. So I'll check into it if I can do on Twitch. And I know Twitch is like, you can do it as a paid service. Basically, you have your Twitch followers who basically pay for your streams. That's something that we'd look on in the future. Also, maybe a Patreon that we could do in the future too, but we're not big enough for that yet. And we're still just trying to put out, our product to all our fans right now on the basic, it's free right now. We want to get it out. I know with the Patreon service and Twitch, they do certain special things. They do on Patreon for sure. You have special access to certain lives that others won't get to see. And, they have a tier system on how you buy into it. Where after X amount of time, you'll get a free T-shirt or a coin and access to the streams along with that. And it builds up as you go over. Maybe, some do different things, but it's interesting when you get into it. But here's the whole thing. Me and Nick have not even made this into an actual business yet. This is just basically a money pit for me and Nick to sink money into booze and to give it to everybody else. So that's where we're at right now. Free T-shirts at the time, free booze at the time. Eventually, maybe we will do something along those lines, but we have to come up to, that's like making it into a limited liability company. Doing all that stuff and involves taxes and all that stuff where we have to sit down together because it's a joint venture kind of a deal. So right now it's just for fun really and to lose money. That's where we're at.
And again, the only way to make this become that level, and we would be happy to do that, is by getting more followers. So share with other people, spread the word. Richard said, Morano, Darren's dad, said he'll help with more friends to join in West Palm Beach, the Pine Hills in Plymouth, Mass. And I know a lot of other people have been doing some stuff too.
That'll be great. Share us with your friends. Let everybody know. That's how we can grow our channel, grow our, basically our brand is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get bigger, hoping to expand it and continue to expand. That's where we're at. Me and Nick, basic business plans really is what we're at right now. The future is maybe someday this will be big enough that it actually has some kind of income coming into it, but there's a lot of different things that you have to do for that. A lot of that, some of it's Amazon affiliates, it's merchandise, it's Twitch stuff, Patreon. But right now, me and Nick are just in it for right now for the fun and just, we really do enjoy this.
We do.
The lives we love amazing, a lot. We've talked about continuing to make sure we kind of put our lives out as everyone seems to enjoy it and is always on board with it. But other than that, that's where we're at right now. But thanks for the question. We appreciate it. About the Twitch and why maybe we're not on Twitch. We're currently on 4 different things: Periscope, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. But again, we would love if you would go over to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would help us out greatly. Make your comments down below. Thank you, everyone. Thanks all the new people that have subscribed to our channel on YouTube, because we did get like about 8 more the other week.
Thank you so much.
Everyone that's joined our Facebook page, welcome aboard, kinfolk. You're in for a great ride. Me and Nick are always trying to do something different, make it fun. So thank you so much. We appreciate it greatly. We appreciate your support, and we love when everyone's making comments on our Facebook page, what you're drinking, what you're sipping on, maybe a new bottle you just got, maybe a hot tip on, that something at a really reasonable price that's hard to find, and the liquor store where it's at. That's why we have that Facebook group. Put it up in there. Let us know where you're at, where it's at, and so where other people can get it.
And we've been getting a lot of activity recently with people doing that. So thank you for sharing and keep it going in the group. Yep.
Yeah, we appreciate it greatly. So I think we're going to wrap it up right now. I'm going to pick one of these 55 drinks that are in front of me, and I'm going to go with that, and we're going to take us out here. So here's hoping that everyone finds a little bit of luxury
in an otherwise ordinary life.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Nope. The cheesy clink. That was terrible. Later, everybody.